Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Train the Assistant series. So in this video, I want to show you how you can use your Canva templates in Mailbox Power and get them adjusted so that they'll be sent off quickly and efficiently once you get them inside of the Mailbox Power account. So let's go ahead and I'll share my screen and we'll jump right into it. So upon purchasing your Canva template from ElevatedAgent, you're going to get something similar to this. It's going to be a PDF download and you'll have a link. Once you click on that link, it's going to take you to the template that you purchased. So we will be using this as our example. So you may want to fully customize this so that you can send it out and farm to your neighborhood or sphere or wherever you're going to be sending your postcard to. So the first thing that we'll want to do is decide what size postcard you'll be using in your Mailbox Power account. So you have the option of a 4x6 or 8.5 by 5.5. So depending on which size you're using, that'll determine how we resize this. But the first thing we want to do is resize the postcard. Now, you will need a pro version of Canva to do that. And you'll find that if you're doing assistant work for your realtor or broker, you're going to want a pro account of Canva anyway. So if you need a link to that, we'll have one that you can use as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do is resize your project. So here you can go ahead and put in the size that you're going to be using, which is going to be this 8.5 by 5.5, and then you can just resize that. So you'll hit the resize button, and then you're going to get that postcard resized. So it's going to now be an 8.5 by 5.5. So once it's here in this new size, this is where you can go ahead and do all of your edits, changing the name of the streets, adding new pictures for whatever properties you're marketing, changing and adjusting all of the information. Now, I like to use overlays, and I'm going to make these available for you as well. We will get them to you, and you can use these guys as well. So what I have are these overlays that I can set on top of my image so that I know I'm not going to have anything in my design outside of cut lines inside of the Mailbox Power account. So you can see there when I add my overlay to this image, everything that I want is, here are the cut lines that would be inside of Mailbox Power, because we're actually going to upload these into the system that is going to ship them out, print stuffed, mailed on our behalf. So we want to make sure all of this looks perfect. So once we add that overlay, we can see that we've moved all of our design elements inside of those lines. Now, when this changed over into an 8 by 8.5 by 5.5, you may have to move things around to get everything inside of those cut lines, and that's why the overlay is super important. So we'll do that again with the back of the postcard. So I will use my 8.5 by 5.5 overlay for the back side of this. And so here again, this is why this is important to do this. This shows me where the postage is going to be and the address and the barcode of the postcard that we're sending out. So I definitely don't want my design elements to be in the way. So if I just move that up and move it up, and then I can go ahead and make sure that everything fits inside of the area. So then, you know, if you're going to add your branding or change out the information, you know, your logos, your branding, however you want that, that's what you're going to do, is edit this to be your information. So you could possibly be putting in your logo and taking out the information and then changing this to your address, right? So once you get it perfect inside of the lines, then you can go ahead and delete the overlay, and then you'll want to download these images. And sometimes I recommend that you do them one at a time, because if you're not familiar with a zip file, and unlocking a zip file. Sometimes that can be tricky. So if you are familiar with a zip file, then when you choose download, you're going to want this to be a PNG file. And then you can just download both pages, 1 and 2. That will download it as a zip file and put those images together. Or if you're not familiar with that, or you can just download these one at a time. And so after they're downloaded, we will go ahead and have another video up on what you'll do with them when they're in your Mailbox Power account. And then you'll be ready to get those off and running to whoever you're sending them to. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out or send a message. We're always happy to help. All right, thanks. Have a great day.